Hello everyone, my name is Niki and I'm a new content creator for Cripple Media. Today I'm talking about making friends as a disabled adult. Making friends as an adult is an interesting experience. Maybe you've just graduated from university, maybe you moved to a new city, maybe you've moved back home with your parents and don't have all the same friends that you used to have, and you want to make your own new adult friends. And on top of that, you're disabled. This video is for you. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing tips on how to make friends in general, and also tips on how to find and make more disabled friends. So my first tip is to get a glass of water. Parched. Okay, let's talk about making friends now. My first tip is to definitely trust your gut. I feel like if you're disabled, you probably have a good radar for detecting BS. You kind of can just get a vibe check on, I can't believe I just said vibe check. I feel like you can probably tell the difference between like someone who really wants to be your friend but like hasn't really been around disabled people. Asking questions to like learn more about your perspective or like how they can support you as a friend, or they're kind of like weirded out by you being disabled. They're just being weird about it, like they're trying to be polite but they're really just being rude and ableist, like not respecting your access needs, and they just like refuse to take that into account when making plans. Yeah, I guess my tip is just to like trust your little cripple gut, and you'll meet people who like will love you for like who you are and all that cheesy shit, but it's true. My next word of advice is that online friends are real friends. I feel like there's this like weird stigma with having online friends where it's like, oh, they're not like real friends because you don't meet up with them and hang out in real life. But I feel like I have several friends who I've never met in real life, and like our relationship is solely online, and I still feel just as connected to them as I do to friends that I'm able to meet up with in real life. Even just like the whole notion that online friends aren't real friends is kind of ableist, because the world we live in, a lot of places are not accessible to disabled people, or there might be like global pandemics that make going out dangerous to disabled people. Look for Discord servers, slide into people's DMs if you follow them on Instagram and they seem cool. Sometimes our only choice is to make friends online, and that's fine. My next tip, oh my god. Not ready yet. My next tip is to say no to things. As a disabled person, you usually only have like so many spoons in your day. When you're making new friends, it can be really easy to just say yes to everything, or to feel bad when you say no to something. Honestly, most people aren't really gonna like think twice if you say no to something. It's not like they're not gonna wanna hang out with you again in the future. If you're feeling worn out, don't feel bad about saying no. When you feel like refueled, then you can like say yes, and you'll probably be like social and be able to be a better friend that way. If you're still like shielding during the pandemic and you're not really like going out and meeting people, maybe you're just like hanging out with people online, like doing Zoom game nights and stuff like that, those can still take spoons even though you're not going out anywhere. So if you feel like you're getting burnt out, say no. Know your limits and say no to some things. I feel like there's a like usual tips you see where it's like go out, look for some hobbies you might want to pursue. I feel like people usually know those tips, so I wanted to like share some that are like specific to being disabled. My first tip is to try to find community Facebook pages in your area. Try to see if there's a page for sick and disabled people. Maybe there's like a disabled exchange page. You could trying to find like your neighborhood's community page. You could post on there saying that like you're disabled and looking to meet other disabled people. So if anyone has like any recommendations for groups in your area, or maybe they're disabled and want to hang out. Those are my tips for making friends as a disabled adult. If you have any tips that were helpful to you, feel free to like leave them in the comments and let me know, because I'm obviously still learning. Be sure to subscribe to Cripple Media's YouTube channel and follow us on all the social media platforms, and let's be online friends. Okay, that's it. I'm done now. Okay, bye.